Good evening and happy Friday, TGIF. Although the week has not ended for us, I'm Fame Noel, and we are in the middle of our 420 by 420 fundraiser with Lifted Lodging and Destination Elevated Resorts. This is day 3 of our fundraising campaign. We're going all the way to 420, y'all. So the 420 by 420 campaign is we are looking for 420 contributors by 420 to contribute a minimum of $42 to our fundraising campaign. Our total fundraising goal is 10K. Our weekly goal is 5K. This is an extremely aggressive fundraiser. We hope to be putting in our offer within the next few weeks. So we need the community boost that we know we can get. Ever since Destination Elevated was started many years ago, it was like 3 or 4 years ago, but nevertheless, we knew that our vision was to provide community spaces where everyone felt included. And we do that through our event production company. And we've done that through, again, going out into the community, literally traveling throughout the United States and identifying safe travel spaces and destinations for BIPOC and LGBTQ travelers. So that's what Destination is Elevated is all about, just in a snapshot. Eventually that snowballed into us venturing into actually being someone to provide a space versus identifying them. So we decided to partner with Lifted Lodging in order to do just that. We are providing inclusive spaces, and not only that, but cannabis forward spaces, which is really unheard of in the hospitality industry. There are, of course, like small bed and breakfasts and things like that, and, pop-ups and things, but overall, the tourism industry is not cannabis friendly. Cannabis is something that is medicine to people. It is part of their healing journey. It's part of their everyday journey, even to step outside of the spiritual realm. Some people need it for their physical ailments. So it was important for us to, again, create a space where people could come to and still take care of themselves the way they do on a day-to-day basis without changing that. And this project, this acquisition is going to be, again, one of the, I hope, many future destinations where guests will be able to indulge without stigma, without fear of being policed, all of those things. This resort we're looking at is in upstate New York. It's already in operation. So we are essentially looking to change ownership. And then, of course, we have our own vision for what we want this resort to look like, what we want it to represent. And for us, and we hope for our guests, this resort is going to become a sanctuary of sorts where you can escape from the city life, where you can escape from your kids. This resort is 21 and up. So again, adults, extremely adult friendly. And then we have that outdoors aspect as well. This resort sits on a beautiful lake out in upstate New York, right near the border of Canada. And they are known for their fishing, and they're known for their boating. The destination itself is actually one, I think, like the only gas station, like marina gas station in the Thousand Islands region. So just to kind of give you an idea of where it's at, it's a pretty big clue. But nevertheless, we're looking forward to, again, being able to provide a very curated experience for those who are, again, indulging in cannabis and want to do so in a luxury feel, in a luxury way. So that's what we're hoping to provide at this resort. The resort has magnificent cabins, which we're really looking forward to kind of, revamping and redecorating and giving it a fresh pop. But nevertheless, the resort is ready to go. So we are intending on taking over ownership by July of 2026. we intend to put in our offer in the next few weeks. Our team is definitely pressing us. We're trying to get in there before the summer holidays, and then have our soft opening very, very soon. So again, we're hoping that you'll be able to join us as some of our early contributors, because again, Destination Elevated, we were literally powered by our community, and continue to be as well. So this is going to take a community effort. Again, BIPOC, Latina women ownership in these hospitality spaces are super important. LGBTQ ownership is super important in these spaces. Why? Because we're going to be the ones to make sure that everyone feels welcome, right? We're going to be the ones to implement programming, inclusive programming, and to train our staff to interact with people from all cultures and backgrounds. We're the ones that are going to take those steps that a lot of these hospitality spaces do not take. And unfortunately, our folk leave feeling, discriminated against, judged in some way, stereotyped. We have to deal with a lot as travelers of color, primarily here in the United States. So again, Destination Elevated, we seek to identify safe travel destinations, and now we're actually going to be one. So that's super dope. I have been talking a lot, which is great. It's great. But because of that, I did not go live on Instagram. So let me get this up real quick. For those of you who have just tapped in, we are in the midst of the 420 by 420 fundraiser with Destination Elevated and Lifted Lodging. All right. I think we're good. Can't say I like that. All right. That view. All right. There we go. Now we're firing on all cylinders. This is the 420 by 420 fundraiser. I'm Fame Noel, co-owner of Destination Elevated Resort. My partner, Rochelle Sanchez, unfortunately is not feeling well tonight. Over the last few evenings, she's been exploring regenerative agriculture with us, and talking about what that is and how we're going to implement it on the resort, and in our farm to table restaurant programming as well. But unfortunately, like I said, she's not feeling well, so hopefully she feels better over the weekend, and we'll be seeing her tomorrow. You got me tonight, so I hope that's okay. The 420 by 420 campaign. That's what we are in the middle of right now. This is day 3. The contributions are trickling in, and we are so thankful for those of you who have been able to take a moment to contribute to this campaign. We're asking for a contribution of $42, a minimum of $42, to help get us set off on the right foot and help get us to the finish line of signing this paperwork for this resort upstate. Like many large missions, again, like these things are financially powered. They don't just happen on their own. So we're trying to come to the table without having to borrow as much, right? So if we can get this powered by the community and some investors, which we're looking for as well at some point, then that's going to put us in a lot better position, again, for this to be a financially viable operation for us, and then also for you all to be able to participate. If you contribute at the $420 level, that actually gets you a membership with us. So you'll have some early contributor benefits that no one else will receive. Our first 420 contributors are going to be recognized actually on our resort with a plaque. You're going to receive 1 day, 1 night stay at the resort, in addition to many other membership benefits. And then we're going to have many other membership benefit packages as well. So the model we're going with for this resort is that it is membership based. Can you book a stay? Yes, but Again, the idea is for you to create this package for yourself for the year so you know exactly how many times you're coming. You're going to be working with a concierge that is going to know everything that you want to do for your stay and help you coordinate that. You're also going to be hooked up with some of our brand partners to be able to offer you some amazing products for your stay as well. So if you are a business or brand in the state of New York, or you distribute internationally, we are happy to connect. Let's get that one-on-one scheduled so we can talk about what a luxury cannabis resort and products should feel like, right? And we want to deliver in that way. So if you feel your product would fit into this aesthetic, please contact us. Let us know. We are happy to have that conversation. As always, we are very intentional and purposeful about the brands that we work with. So we want to make sure that we are in fact working with marginalized businesses, women-owned businesses, BIPOC, Latina, LGBTQ. So if that's you, again, we are being very selective about who we are working with, because for me, it's important that we do have that supplier diversity going on that is really hard to establish in other areas of the cannabis market, just to be frank. So if we can give visibility to those smaller boutique brands, we want to do that with some partnerships. So definitely connect with us. We are going to be upstate New York, pretty much smack dab on the border of Canada in just a few months, y'all. How exciting. For those of you who have been with us since the beginning with Destination Elevated, y'all saw us struggling on the road with that trailer. Y'all saw us breaking down, but nevertheless having an amazing time, an amazing experience, documenting, again, safe travel spaces for BIPOC and LGBTQ travelers. So while we had a lot of fun on the road, of course, again, the mission has always been the mission to continue creating the change and the spaces that we want to see in the world. And we've continued to do that. My event production company, which has been in existence for over 20 years now. Feels crazy to say that, but over 20 years, again, we focus on providing safer community spaces for people. And when we started our Exhale brand, for example, what was this, like 4 years ago now? 4 years ago now, we were actually very much an underground brand. We started off in Philadelphia. That's where the day party and wellness tour, before it was even a tour, that was just our annual brunch out in Philadelphia. And we wanted to provide a space where everybody could feel welcome. We wanted to femme the space up. We wanted to queer the space up. And most importantly, we wanted to make sure that everyone had access to wellness and cannabis conversations and education, because that's not something anyone should be included out of, right? So in order to do that, we intentionally went and we built Exhale. And again, that's just another example of the spaces that we're building in the communities that we want to see that didn't exist before. So even with this resort acquisition, you best believe our family's like, get out of here. Y'all are crazy. A resort, like, where'd this come from? That's definitely the feedback that we're getting from our family and have been over the years. But nevertheless, they're on board and are also contributors, which we're really thankful for. And yeah, it's been, I don't want to say a battle. Everything has been in an alignment with what we've been doing over our lifetimes even, right? So again, it's just my pleasure to even be sitting here having this conversation with you, to have the team that we have. Shout out to Lifted Lodging, Lisa Lieberman. Shout out to Foxhole Hospitality. Again, these are people that have stepped in to make sure that this acquisition is something that's going to be lucrative for us, and then also be able to provide the aesthetic and experience that we are seeking to provide for our guests. So I actually want to give a quick shout out to some of our flame keepers. So if you sign up now, you will still be able to have a flame keeper designation at the $420 level. But we are seeking contributions in the amount of $42 for this campaign. If we get 420 individuals to donate $42, that's going to put us well above our target for this fundraiser. So that is all we are asking. I definitely understand times are tough right now. They're tough for us right now. We're pinching pennies, right? So if you cannot contribute today, no shade. Please share. That is another, again, currency of love for us, just spreading the word. You never know who's going to see the information and who might be able to get involved with this. So please do that. Okay, so shout out real quick to our flame keepers. We have Brittany Powell, Daniel and Lourdes Sanchez, Selma Zine, Catherine Attaway Brown, and our recent contributors for our 420 by 420 campaign, Veronica Castillo, Heather Allman, Stanley Hopkins, Jeff Palmer, Joshua Sanchez, and our latest contributor was Alessandra Slayton. So thank you. We sincerely appreciate every little bit counts. Again, if you can't contribute today, keep us in mind for a later contribution. This fundraiser, this campaign, of course, we have our goals and by 420, but we're going to be going on past that. So again, keep us in mind. That's all I got to say about that one. All right, so where are we at here? So yeah, I would love to now just go over some of the benefits because, you know, this isn't just a fundraiser. We've coupled it with our new member drive. So if you contribute at the $420 level, again, like that will actually place you as a member for the year, and you'll get a 1 day, 1 night stay at the resort. And that can be as soon as this year, because again, we anticipate actually taking over ownership within the next 3 months. It's a very, very aggressive deadline. And we're looking for all of the support, partnerships, cross promotions that we can get. All right. So if you would like more information on what we're doing, you can visit destinationelevatedresorts.com. That will take you to our resort page where you can find out more about this project. You are also able to hit that contribute tab, and it'll take you over to the 420 by 420 fundraiser, where you can, of course, contribute. All right. So then here's what you get if you're a contributor of 420 or more. Like I said, that will place you as a member, and you will receive public recognition of your support on our official website and a permanent on-site plaque at the resort. You'll also receive an exclusive invitation to our soft opening, which is right around the corner. And of course, an invitation to the grand opening. You'll also be able to receive 15% off event space rentals. We are going to make ourselves and the venue available to rent out for special occasions, retreats. We're really looking forward to some of the culinary retreats that we're going to be offering, especially with our farm to table programming. And then, of course, your 1 day, 1 night stay. You'll also receive complimentary day passes. So as a member, you are allowed to visit the resort, even if you're not staying there. So if you want to come spend the day, check out the bistro, rent a boat from us, go out on the lake for a little while, be our guest. You'll also receive, and this is really important, priority consideration for future investment and profit sharing opportunities. So we will have some profit sharing opportunities coming up, and we have that information. If you are someone who is interested in, not just contributing, but again, participating in some of our profit sharing programs that we have going on, please hit us up. We're happy to schedule a one-on-one consultation. We'll also be having some info sessions coming up at the end of the month. So I highly suggest that you get on our mailing list so that you can receive all of the updates about what's going on. We also suggest, again, not just as a guest, but if you're a business who feels like you could potentially be in alignment, again, with this culture of luxury cannabis resorts and tourism and hospitality, please get in touch with us. We can figure out how to work. Again, we're looking to take over by June of 2026. And we are looking to start this venture with I was going to say a handful, but like 2 armfuls, probably more than that, of new members. We're really looking forward again to being able to provide this experience to you all. It's been a very long time coming, very long. Rochelle and I actually started off a few years ago looking into homesteading, and we took this homesteading training, and that's what we were going to do. We were going to get land, we were going to homestead, show others how to do it. That whole wave is going on. And it's not, for me, it's not even like a wave or a fad or anything like that. This is just the way of the world and the way we're moving right now. We're just moving naturally in the direction of self-sustainability. So again, it was important for us to really implement a lot of the values and things that we want for our own home in this resort. So we definitely had that conversation with Lisa early on, like, we need a garden. Like, we're not doing this without a garden, potentially a whole farm happening. So that was something that was really important to us. Again, making sure that a lot of the initial things, boxes, if you will, were checked, because we're going to be calling this our home for a little while, right? At least a little while. We're going to be looking at this as our sanctuary, as your sanctuary. So we'll be preparing it just like we would be preparing for our own family to come. And that's how we really want to see, and that's how we want our members to feel, like this is a second home, like we're a second family. This is going to have a real community feel to it. This is going to be that place that you create memories at, and you come back year after year with your family and your friends. This is going to be that spot that you rented out for your wedding and had your whole wedding party stay, and you guys took over the resort, and you were able to have the most beautifully curated 420 friendly wedding. So again, reimagine it that way. And not your sleazy 420, even though there's a time and place for that. But again, like the luxury side of things. So again, this is so many visions coming together. But little did we know, we were all in alignment with one another. I always have to bring this up. The catalyst and big part of this is V, the traveling cannabis writer. And it's crazy because I've known her for years, but like known her on Facebook, right? So this is probably like at least 10 years ago that I've met her. I want to say maybe even 15, like on Facebook. And we didn't meet until years and years later, but we've always kept up with each other, always supported each other. And then I want to say as of like 2-3 years ago, she starts sending me people to interview and things like that. We start working together, establishing that relationship. And Lisa Lieberman is one of the individuals from Lifted Lodging that she sent my way to interview. And speaking with her, like, I just keep just like light bulbs, ding, 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 just keep. And I'm like, I have to talk to you like after this interview, like one-on-one, like off the camera, because, I just knew that this was the direction that was calling us. And Lisa was like, yeah, have you ever thought of like just owning a resort? Just like, and I'm like, honestly, we thought about the B&B, like we thought about something, smaller. But the resort was something that, again, until someone brings something up to you, sometimes like it just doesn't click. But when she did, it just clicked and it made sense. I'm like, yes, of course, a resort. And sometimes you just need someone to help pull you out of that box that you're in, that we're mentally in sometimes. And I'm so thankful again meeting V, meeting Lisa, these are women that I admire, that I look up to, and they're really able to help me and my team like see our potential, even past what we were doing. And not that the work we were doing isn't important, but again, like how can we impact on an even larger scale? So for us, getting this resort means that we're able to provide a space for, again, BIPOC wellness providers to be able to come and do retreats. And not that it's exclusive to that, but again, just making it accessible for us to be able to hold space, hold community, and do that with community. So again, that's something that's important to us as we continue our programming and development of our activities and activations that are going to be going on at the resort. Again, our farm to table programming being one of the things that like the team is super excited about. You'll be able to dine right on Black Lake. If you want to take the boat out for, the afternoon and then come back and dock it up and then have lunch right there on the lake, like that is a possibility. It's such a cute, quaint situation. I cannot wait to, again, just be on the property, enjoying the land in the summertime, warm breezes coming in from the water, watching the boats go by, listening to our jazz bands as they play on the grassy hillside, and I smoke my J. Like that is the vision for me. But feel free to share your visions, because again, we do want to know, what you guys are seeking as you, or as we, right, as a culture, move forward in normalizing and destigmatizing cannabis use in hospitality spaces. We are, especially if you're just checking in, literally smack dab in the middle of day 3 for the 420 by 420 fundraiser with Destination Elevated and Lifted Lodging. The contributions are trickling in. We are hoping to go full throttle by next week with some campaign partners. If you're someone who is interested in sharing this in order to earn a free membership with us, please hit us up for details. We'll also be putting out information as well. So make sure you're on the mailing list, because for those of you who are able to get 10 signups, our contributors at $42 or more, you will earn a free membership for yourself. And every 10 signups is another free day on the resort for you. So there's some fun ways that you all can get involved. And we look forward to seeing you when we open this summer. So what are your plans this summer? If you probably already have some, and that's okay. And the resort may even be booked up. I don't know. They're pretty booked this summer, but nevertheless, if not for winter this year, fall and winter, we definitely want to see you guys get booked for summer 2027. Again, by then, that's when we anticipate having the entire place just revamped, redesigned, restyled. There's not too much heavy labor we have to do because the cabins are ready to go. They are beautiful. They are picturesque. I was describing some of the cabins and the layout earlier, but like one of them, my favorite, is like right out of a storybook. And it's literally carved out of this rock. And you can't tell me this wouldn't be a scene like from, I don't know, Harry Potter or like The Hobbit or one of those things. I don't know. But it is very majestic. And that's not the only one. Like that's just the one that comes to mind. But there are several cabins ready to go, ready to house large groups as well. Lots of acreage for you to explore right there on a lake, a beautiful, gorgeous lake, lots of marina activity. The area is known for fishing. I'm not big on fishing. I'm big on eating fresh fish though. So that's great. So we'll be able to literally catch fresh fish and then grill it up for you right there. Like just the possibilities are endless. And again, we're really excited about bringing this different level of experience. We'll also be having guest chefs as well. So again, if you're a chef and you're interested in working with us and providing your services on the resort, or having a culinary retreat. So again, we want to set ourselves up so that we can be a culinary retreat as well, whether that's someone who, for people who are looking to learn how to master certain culinary techniques, or maybe you just have a favorite chef and you want to pull up for the chef's table. There are so many different possibilities. Please utilize our space. I am thinking ahead, and I can't wait to get that information out to y'all about how to, again, set up your own events at the resort this year. All right. So what we got here? Make sure you all visit Destination Elevated Resorts. Again, if you're not able to contribute today, that is totally fine. Show us some love by dropping your email. That way we can keep you updated on our journey and what's going on. You do want to know when the doors open. Like that's super important. And the doors are opening soon, y'all. So again, if you would like to contribute to the 420 by 420 fundraiser, you can head over to destinationelevatedresorts.com. If you really want to type in a lot, you could do /420 times like that, 420, and that will bring you right to this specific campaign page. You can also tap the link in our bio or the link that's down in the details of this video, which we are currently streaming on YouTube. I had to look. I really wasn't sure. We're streaming on YouTube. We're also streaming on Instagram. Again, feel free, y'all, to share this live. That is another currency for us, another currency of love. Just let people know what we're doing. Even if this isn't something that resonates with you personally, maybe some of your followers, it resonates with them or it's in alignment with them. We are looking for contributors. We are looking for new members. We're currently offering memberships at $420. So at the $420 level, if you contribute, you will receive a 1-day, 1-night stay at the resort when it opens, in addition to other early member benefits that no one else will receive like ever again. That is our way of thanking you for being an early contributor. And as we call it at Destination Elevated, our flame keepers. The spark was already created. Now we need our flame keepers to step in to keep that torch lit, to get us through the finish line for this. Again, the community support has been tremendous as far as, being very vocal about us needing a space like this. So, and then also, of course, contributing to what we're doing, whether it's financially or just sharing with the mailing list. So again, we are looking for promotional partners in this campaign to help vamp it up. Again, super thankful for what we have received so far. You guys are wonderful. You guys are showing love. And you're showing us that you want this and you need this. And that's giving us life too. That's keeping us fueled. So again, thanks so much. And if y'all have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm happy to answer. But nonetheless, make sure you get on the mailing list so you know what's going on. We're also going to be doing some giveaways as well. So I get on for that, if nothing else. All right. So as I mentioned earlier, Rochelle Sanchez was going to get on here to talk a little bit about agriculture and our agritourism program that we have going on. We're looking forward to bringing in some new talent from the New York area to join us in upstate New York. You know who you are. Get ready. But this is going to be just, again, a beautiful collaborative moment for us. Again, that is community-based, community-centered. We don't see a lot of that in this industry, unfortunately, for one reason or another. But again, we pride ourselves in being that space, being that outlet, and being that sanctuary, right? Where we can still connect organically, intentionally, for that matter, and for, a collective purpose, which is to be able to, again, engage, consume safely, find and build community. Those are all things that are important no matter who you are in life. So again, thank y'all so much. Just wanted to tap in with y'all. We are going to be live every single day up until 4:20 at 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And please share the live, let people know about what we're doing. If you would like some materials emailed to you for you to share with your mailing list, I am happy to do that. Please reach out, comment, whatever you need to do. We are completely accessible. All right. And if anyone has any questions, I'm going to check here on the stream just to make sure I'm not missing any comments or questions. We're up to $418, y'all. Like I said, it's a slow start, but we're going to get there. Trust me. Trust me. So we're at 418 of our $5,000 weekly goal. What that shows me is that this is something, again, that you guys want, you guys endorse. Some of y'all are waiting till your next paycheck, and that is beautiful. Thank you for keeping us in mind. We understand times are extremely tough right now. And, you know, that's one thing, even as we work through the holiday season, because we could have been fundraising through the holiday season, but just being sensitive to different things that are going on naturally in people's lives. But we got to get the ball rolling. We can't do this on our own. Nobody establishes anything great on their own. And if they say they did, they're lying to you. We have an amazing team. We have an amazing community, and we know that we're going to get to the finish line with this. I have no doubts about that. You guys, what up? I was just talking about you earlier, as I usually do. I know these people are like, is this the Traveling Cannabis Writer fan club? And yes, it is. It is. It be like that. Squad all day. Again, we are surrounded by and supported by some amazing women. And I love to remind myself, and I love to remind y'all of that, that we are in here, we are taking over, and it is written. It's as simple as that. Aw. V is waking up. V's over in Thailand currently. So like when we're going to bed, she's waking up. So we've been really flip-floppy with, coordinating meetings and things like that, but we got it worked out. So that's all that matters. But yes, Thailand, so beautiful. I haven't been there, but I've been watching videos and seeing photos. I'm here just slaving away, but V is out there covering the Thailand cannabis scene. I was fortunate enough to be able to participate actually in some of their media campaigning and interviews, where I met some just beautiful souls, people who are in the space for all the right reasons. And yeah, just being able to learn from people all over the world, and stepping outside of this, box, this bubble that we're in constantly, important for growth, and that's why travel is important. It really helps open the mind to many things. So getting it done. Yep. So again, we want to be that space, again, whether you're local, international, we're going to be that space that people come from all over to enjoy. And what I'm really most excited about, which I never thought I'd hear myself say, because I'm not like big on like designing or interior designing or anything like that, but I'm really looking forward to remodeling this place and giving it some color pop and coming up with some themes for the cabins. So yeah, maybe we'll even have some voting contest or something about, what these cabins should potentially look like. Get y'all involved in that. Get the members involved in that. So I'll run that past Lisa, see what's up. But yes, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Again, this is the 420 by 420 Resort Fundraiser. We're looking for 420 contributors to donate a minimum of $42. And in doing that, you will get us past our goal. 420 contributors at $42 by 420. Y'all think we can do it? I think we can do it. Say you think we can do it. I don't want to hear nothing else. We are manifesting this. We're making sure that, again, this is something that doesn't have to break the bank for anybody, ourselves included. We cannot do this alone. Not ashamed to say it. We're doing this with the support of our community, as we always have. Our community has always had our backs. That's how Destination Elevated made it. That's how we made it through the storm, all the way to California, all the way to New Mexico, all the way back to Florida, through y'all's contributions. So thank you so much for those who continue to ride, who continue to be involved in our journey, even if it's just, again, through a like or a share, or just, again, a note. Hey, love what you guys are doing. Y'all have been amazing. And we really, yes, it takes a village. The writer's suites. Yes. This, y'all can't see it all right now, but this is we're hosting V when she comes out to Jersey. So V's coming out to Jersey for the State Flower Tour. We got to shout that out real quick. The State Flower Tour happening this June. We have several activations for that as well. So if you want to know about that, it's popping off in New Jersey first. Then they're going over to New York. Then they're heading up to Boston, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yes, making the rounds. State Flower Tour. If you don't know, now you know. And this is a media tour, so that's pretty cool. V, the traveling cannabis writer, is going to be covering these various businesses and brands as she makes her way through these different states. I'll be like her sidekick for some of these things, so you'll see me out as well. Yes, so we're really excited about that. We have a lot going on this summer, as you can see. You're like, you got this resort thing, you got this tour. We have the Exhale tour. What else do we have going on? I might as well just put it all out there right now. Aw, cute. I love it. Yes. So we're looking forward to hosting V when she comes out, because we, of course, are 420 friendly. We want to make our space available. And V is just a homie, So again, writers retreats all day. We've already been talking about having writers retreats up at the resort. So if that's you, you definitely want to get on our mailing list so you know when that's popping off, because my girl V is going to be heading that up. Just is what it is. It's just what we do. We just create things and we do them, right? Shout out to women. All right. All right, y'all. So I'm going to hop up off of here. It is just about dinner time. I'm starving. Going to roll up. I really appreciate y'all for being on here. I really appreciate y'all for listening, sharing all of those things. Again, my name is Fame Noel. I'm the co-owner of Destination Elevated Resort. We recently partnered with Lifted Lodging to acquire a resort in upstate New York, right on the border of Canada and the Thousand Islands region. This isn't just any resort. This is a cannabis forward luxury resort that we are bringing to you. The new kind of luxury and wellness. So if that's something that resonates with you, please continue to follow our journey. If you're interested in contributing to the 420 by 420 campaign, you can hit the links in our bio. You can also go to destinationelevatedresorts.com and you can find the contribute tab there. And if you don't want to do all of that, you're just like, yo, just send me the link. I'll be happy to send it over to you. So do that. Don't be shy. Again, thank y'all so much. And I hope y'all have a beautiful weekend. Again, happy Friday. I'm going to be working through the weekend. That actually means nothing to me, but if it means something to you, great. I love to see it. Y'all rest for me, okay? And y'all have a good night.